But we do have to play your songs as well
Okay.
before we run out of time. The first one is Rebecca.
All right.
Everybody knows this song.
This is your debut song?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, from
Right.
1991, right?
That's correct.
How did it feel coming to Korea and doing this?
Uh, very much mixed emotions. I
Right.
didn't like the song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But everybody knows Rebecca.
Right, and it wasn't the title song from the album, right?
Ah.
My first title song was called The Winter Wanderer. And that song, I tried to push that song, and then like there was a program where they said, hey, everybody has to do a dance song.
Ah.
Right, it was called the 병아리 show, which is like the chick chick
right.
show, right?
Right.
And so everybody had to come out. Everybody had to shorten their music to 2 minutes, and everybody had to do a dance song. So the only dance song I had that I could do was
Rebecca.
right? And then so I did that song, and then when I was leaving the TV station, like people were knocking on my door, like on the car window, saying Rebecca, 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 right? I'm like, no, that's not my name.
Rebecca.
My name is Yang Junyil, right? No, you're Rebecca. But no, I'm Yang Junyil. But that's how it started.
Sure.
Yeah, and so we can't see. I can't see beyond this wall.
Oh.
I cannot see beyond like next 10 minutes. I don't know what's gonna happen, right?
Right.
And so we really don't know what's gonna happen in our lives. And I think Rebecca is another example of that, right?
Right.
I had no expectations for Rebecca, and yet it became my go-to song.
Sure,
And
your hit song.
Yeah, it became like my card that represents me.
Right.
Who are you? Like you give a business card, right?
Right,
It says-
right.
And it tells you who I am, right?
맞아요.
You know what I mean?
양준일, oh, you mean Rebecca?
Yeah, right. It's
Everybody.
like so intertwined with me now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying that now. But in the beginning, I really didn't like the song.
Interesting. I'm enjoying the off-air talk, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
너무 좋아.
He's a guru.
It's like 준희 선배님 상담소.
Right.
Anyway, we've actually a lot of messages here. 9401 said, 내 스타, 내 가수, 내 오빠, 양준이 못 알아들어도 너무 좋아요. DJ 두 분도 너무 친절하시고 좋네요. 감사합니다.
Right. Yes. I don't really understand says 9401, but it's still very nice to listen.
Right.
아니 사실 영어를 잘 해도 it's been a very deep conversation just from
맞아요.
the get-go, off air as well.
It's definitely inspiring a lot of our foreign listeners.
Yeah, but we have to 한국말도 좀 시켜야 되니까 혹시 다음 문자 읽어주시겠어요?
어떤 거요?
5589.
89 주일 오빠 영어 방송 처음이라 신났다. 네, 맞아요. 진짜 신났어요. DJ들 긴장하세요.
네.
말할 시간 없을 수도 있어요.
Oh, well, really?
Well, that's what I said off air. I was like, 양준일님, just lead the conversation.
맞아요. 그 솔직히 DJ, like for as a radio show 항상 똑같은 뻔한 질문 많이 물어보잖아요. We always
네.
ask the same thing. What's your album? What's next? How's life? So I mean, I love this kind of talk actually.
Right.
It really helps us also.
Yes. For listeners who may be learning though about your English name is John, I think, right?
Yeah, well, actually, I have a couple of English names,
Oh, a
right?
couple. Okay.
Yeah, so John is one of them, and then the other one is Junil Yang and
JIY.
JIY is Jai.
Jai. So before it was not JIY, it was Jai.
Oh, it was no, yeah. So it was. I mean, I shrank my name to Jai, right? JIY, right?
Right.
Yeah, because I was. I mean, I wanted to. At the time, I was Yang Junil, and then I wanted to give myself a name that I wanted to be. You know what I mean? So I gave myself a name, and I created an image for that name, and I tried to be that person.
Right.
And I started that by creating a new name for myself,
And that was
Jai.
Jai.
Was it a time when your hair was short?
Well, when I came to Korea,
Right.
it was long,
Uh-huh.
and then I had to get a cut because the TV station said you cannot go on TV with long hair.
What?
Yeah.
진짜? 옛날에 안 됐었어요?
네,
Oh my God.
옛날에 it was a problem back then,
But
right?
that's your signature, long hair.
Yeah.
My goodness, they make you cut your hair.
Yeah,
guess
they
so.
make you cut your hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, even when I was like growing up, my parents would make me cut my hair too, right? So, like, I would grow my front hair. They said, get rid of that hair. So I would cut it. I would grow my long back hair. And then they would say, get rid of that. I would grow my side hair.
Typical Asian
whatever.
moms
You know
and
what I mean?
dads,
Yeah.
right.
So, but anyway, just trying to do what I wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then so I try to go, and then especially when I had my baby,
Uh-huh.
right? And like the pressure of being a dad, like, before, like you hear about these dads that run away after they have a kid
Right.
and stuff. I never understood why. But when I felt that pressure,
Right.
it was like, I was like, oh my God, now I understand why people would want to run away, right?
Sure.
Because that it's like to be able to when you can't afford to like support your kid, it drives you crazy.
I'm sure. Yeah.
It's like you're choking. You can't sleep at night.
Right.
And there was a time when when I was switching jobs and I literally from my debit card I had $1.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I had $1 in cash and I was looking for coins under the sofa
Yeah.
to buy last bottle of milk
Right.
for my baby.
You were in the States. back
Yeah,
then.
this was when I was in the States, and then that's when I switched jobs. On the process of switching jobs, right? And so like you are so stressed because the pressure is so high, right?
Right.
And you just you don't you abuse yourself. Saying, what's wrong with me?
Right.
But you hear that voice, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And then you start looking back on your life and like, man, if I had done this differently, maybe I would not be in this position, right?
Right.
But then, you look back and you have 20/20 vision, but
Sure.
at the time you make the best decision you can,
Right.
right? And so I can't look back when I make a decision today, right?
Right.
And so I do the best I can, and I leave it up to life to just take me to where
Yeah.
I'm going.
아, 신기하다. 애
Yeah.
아빠 되고 싶은데 저는.
Oh, really?
I always dream about one day, someday I'm gonna be a dad, but I guess the pressure is actually very more than I thought. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is more than you, but the love is more than you think. Also,
Oh.
right? Like, I always kind of say it's like, it's almost like a drug. You don't know what it is until you actually experience it, right?
We
But
don't know.
once you
Yeah.
do, you can't let it go.
Right.
And it's like you exist for another reason.
That's what I heard. Once you have a kid, your kid is like the whole center of universe.
Yeah.
How old is
Right.
your son now? Or
he's
7.
he's 7.
So what does he think when he sees like 아빠 TV에서 보고 막 어떤
He has no concept of
Really?
somebody coming out on TV or whatnot, and
들이 아직 아빠 리베카가 누구예요?
no, he has no like when I practice, I'll try to practice singing at home. He was like, no, be quiet, no, no,
진짜?
yeah,
Really?
like he's the only one that's allowed to sing in the house.
does he have that kind of key? Does he
Oh my
dance
God,
and sing?
yeah,
He
he's
does.
got it. I mean, like he's got it in just incredible, right?
man.
He's got a voice that never goes coarse.
와 기대된다.
And he's got like key up the yin yang, right?
He's gonna be a JIY junior. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's got long hair just like me,
Oh,
right?
he did. I was about to ask
really?
you that.
Yeah.
아 진짜?
Yeah. And he looks like me and he looks more like me every day,
Right,
right?
right.
And it's funny when you see a little, like when you have a kid, and I think the most important thing is you have to be able to see yourself in the kid.
The mini me.
Yeah. And then you just like the connection is something you can't put into words.
Right.
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 No matter how bad a parent is, believe me, he's doing or she's doing all they can. You know what I mean? To take care of that kid. And it becomes like you get a calling for beyond yourself.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's
responsibility.
really hard to experience without having a kid.
I'm sure. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know
맞아.
yet.
아직은-
We'll have to wait a little bit.
I'll call you one day when I become a dad.
Yeah, wait. Wait as long as you can.
여자 만나야지 먼저.
Yes, we're going to listen to another one of your songs. I believe this is from your second album.
Okay.
We'll listen to Dance With Me, 아가씨, and be back in hour number 2.